Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Mhm.
This time, we are going to be looking at the life and career of somebody I think a lot of people are familiar with,
Yes, sir.
Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
But as I was doing research for this one, I was blown away by how much there is to uncover
Right.
beyond just like, the Grammy wins and
Yeah.
hit records.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to unearth some truly surprising facts
Mm.
that reveal
Absolutely.
just how deeply Quincy Jones has influenced pop culture, I think, in ways that a lot of people might not even realize.
It's really amazing how his story intersects with some of Hollywood's most significant moments,
Yeah.
both the light and the dark.
Yeah, and I think we should probably start with that
Okay.
right off the bat, because you've probably heard about Quincy Jones's connection
Oh, yeah.
to the Manson family murders,
Right.
and it is a crazy story.
It is.
Can you imagine being Quincy Jones? You're about to head to a dinner party
Yeah.
at Sharon Tate's house and then completely forgetting about it?
Just a simple twist of fate
Yeah.
that could have drastically altered the course of history.
Yeah.
And then, add on top of that he almost bought the house
Oh, my gosh.
on Cielo Drive.
Wow.
It really makes you think about the fragility of life.
Yeah.
And how those near misses can really shape a person's outlook.
Absolutely. And maybe that brush with tragedy
Right.
makes his musical achievements even more remarkable.
I think so.
Let's talk about his
Yeah.
work with another legend, Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah. Their partnership was truly something special.
Yeah.
I mean, Jones's arrangement of Fly Me to the Moon
Come on.
is a perfect example of his genius.
Mm-hmm.
He transformed it from a waltz into this just infectious swing rhythm
Yeah.
that just gave it a whole new energy.
It's a great arrangement.
It is.
And get this, that very arrangement was played during the Apollo 11 mission,
I've heard that.
the first moon landing.
Yeah.
Though there is some debate about whether or not that's entirely accurate.
Right.
It still speaks to the impact of Jones's work
Absolutely.
and how it's intertwined with some of humanity's biggest milestones.
What's really remarkable about it is how he managed to retain the song's romantic essence
Yeah.
while injecting it with a dynamism that perfectly captured the spirit of space exploration.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it became an anthem for a generation
Yeah.
that was looking to the stars.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit
Okay.
and talk about Jones's incredible influence
Yes.
on film and television.
Okay.
Did you know that he produced over 50 films?
Wow. That's a lot.
We're talking about classics like In the Heat of the Night
Oh, yeah.
and The Color Purple,
Of course.
which introduced the world to Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg.
The Color Purple was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Not just for its powerful story,
Yeah,
but also for the platform that it gave to these phenomenal actresses.
right.
It's amazing to think about how different the entertainment landscape might look
I mean,
without their contributions.
And then there's his company, Quincy Jones Entertainment,
Right.
which produced The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Yes.
and launched Will Smith's acting career.
Yes. Come on.
It just shows you how Jones had this incredible ability
Yeah.
to spot and nurture talent.
He had a vision.
Yeah.
And he wasn't afraid to take chances
Yeah.
on people who shared that vision,
Mm.
even if they were relatively unknown at the time.
Speaking of connections and vision,
Mm-hmm.
I have to share this anecdote
Yeah.
about Jones.
Okay.
It still cracks me up every time I think about it.
All right.
His security guard used to carry around 19 mobile phones for him.
19.
19. Can you imagine that?
That's not just a security detail.
No.
That's a testament to his vast network
Right.
and the sheer volume of projects he was juggling at any given time. It really speaks to the energy and the drive that fueled his creativity. I mean, Quincy Jones was always on the move, always connecting with people, always generating ideas.
Yeah. And let's not forget, he wasn't exactly shy
No.
out of expressing those ideas either.
Oh, no.
Calling Elvis a racist
Right.
and the Beatles the worst musicians in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes some serious confidence.
He was definitely outspoken, and while those comments might have ruffled some feathers,
Sure.
they also highlight his unwavering commitment to artistic excellence. I mean, he held himself and everyone around him to incredibly high standards.
It's interesting, though, how even with those strong opinions, celebrity still craved his approval.
Right.
His musical judgment carried a lot of weight.
Oh, absolutely. It speaks volumes about the respect he commanded within the industry. People recognized his genius even if they didn't always agree with his every word.
Right.
It reminds me of a quote from Michael Caine,
Okay.
who actually shared a birthday with Jones, March 14th, 1933.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, it's almost like they were destined to cross paths.
What did Kane have to say about Jones?
Well, Kane called him a titan and a unique human being, someone that he felt fortunate to have known, and it's a sentiment I think that many people who worked with Jones would echo.
That's a beautiful tribute. And it's not just a birthday connection either.
No.
Remember Jones scored The Italian Job?
Oh,
A film that played a huge role in establishing Kane's career.
it all comes full circle, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's fascinating how these seemingly disparate threads in Jones's life are kind of woven together to create this rich tapestry of cultural influence.
You know, after diving into all these incredible stories about Quincy Jones, what stands out most to me is the sheer breadth of his accomplishments.
It's unbelievable.
He mastered music, film, television. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
He discovered and nurtured talent, pushed creative boundaries, and left an unforgettable mark on pop culture.
I think what's truly remarkable is that he wasn't just a participant in these fields.
Right.
He was a driving force,
Yeah.
shaping their direction and evolution.
Yeah.
He helped define the sound of multiple generations.
It's incredible we haven't even scratched the surface of his musical catalog.
Right.
I mean, think about his work with Michael Jackson alone.
Oh my gosh.
The Thriller album is legendary.
Exactly. And Thriller is just one chapter in the epic saga of Quincy Jones's career.
Yeah.
When you look at the bigger picture, you realize that he wasn't just creating entertainment. He was shaping culture.
Yeah.
He was a visionary, a pioneer.
Yeah.
And his impact will continue to resonate for generations to come.
So what does all this mean for us? We've uncovered these fascinating facts about Quincy Jones.
Right.
But how does it change our perspective?
That's a great question. I think it challenges us to look beyond the surface,
Okay.
to recognize that even the most familiar figures often have hidden depths
Yeah.
and untold stories. It encourages us to delve deeper and seek a more nuanced understanding of the people and the things we think we already know.
I love that it makes me want to revisit his work with a fresh perspective.
Absolutely.
Listen to his music and watch his films.
Yeah,
With a deeper appreciation for the genius behind them.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's about embracing that sense of curiosity and seeking those hidden layers, those unexpected connections that enrich our understanding of the world around us.
Yeah, it really is amazing to think about how one person
Mm-hmm.
can have such a ripple effect on the world.
It is a reminder that we're all interconnected
Yeah.
in ways that we may never fully realize,
Mhm.
and that even the smallest actions can have far-reaching consequences.
So before we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Quincy Jones,
Okay.
I want to leave you with a final thought.
I'm all ears.
Knowing all these surprising facts about Quincy Jones,
Right.
these hidden depths to his story,
Yeah.
how does it change your view of his legacy? Does it make you appreciate his music even more?
Mm-hmm.
Does it spark a desire to explore his films
Right.
or television work with a fresh perspective?
That's a powerful question.
Yeah.
It really challenges us to reconsider our own preconceived notions and to approach things with a sense of curiosity and openness.
Exactly. So go out there, explore Quincy Jones's work,
Yeah.
and see what new layers you uncover. Maybe you'll find yourself humming "Fly Me to the Moon" as you gaze at the stars,
Right.
realizing that Quincy Jones's influence extends even to the cosmos.
Or perhaps you'll revisit The Color Purple
Yeah.
and gain a newfound appreciation for the powerful performances that Jones helped bring to the screen.
However you choose to engage with his work,
Right.
I hope this deep dive has inspired you to see Quincy Jones,
Yeah.
not just as a musical icon, but as a true visionary
Absolutely.
who shaped the cultural landscape we know today.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.